Hello, guys. How's everybody doing today? Great to see you here. So, what is the relationship with the things in your life? The relationship of how you see and interact with situations going on in your life will really determine what kind of life you will get to experience or live. The simple fact is, you have to learn to adjust as you go along in your journey. Your journey is not about a destination, my friends. There's no destination. There is no end goal. There's just the journey. Or you can say the journey is the destination. And what you have to understand, these are things you got to implement daily to change and adjust your life. You have to learn to cultivate patience. When we talk about manifesting, you got to understand something, people. Manifesting or manifestation is not a trendy new thing. It's not a fad. It's not a new age spectrum. When people say manifest, I'll manifest, the first stigma comes to their mind is, oh, this is another law of attraction, mind consciousness, baloney, Manifesting and manifestation, if you don't know, let me teach you and tell you something. Manifestation is not a belief. So if you're someone that's using the power of your consciousness or your mind to alter and change your reality, which is what we do every day, then you got to get out of the mindset that, oh, I'm manifesting it. It's a belief. Manifesting is not a belief, guys. It's a scientific process that's been occurring since the universe took this shape and this form. It's not something that you do occasionally. It's something you're doing consistently. You are manifesting right now as I'm speaking to you. Your brain is manifesting right now. So you have to start to understand that this is something I am doing consistently on a daily basis. And for me to achieve what I want is about where I put my focus to the process of manifesting, right? Now here's the next thing you gotta understand, guys, is that I hear a lot of questions and people say, well, Mark, how about shifting the reality? How do I shift and shift and shift? I want to shift and become that new person. I want to shift and become into a new reality. I like to shift and quantum jump and all those things I hear. All right, so if you want to do any of that stuff, and if you want that stuff to work for you, then you have to know the best times to shift. Everything is about timing in the multiverse. It's right place at the right time. If you want to win the lottery, right place at the right time. You want to get your dream gig, right place at the right time. It's coordinates. So the time that you have to do your shift is when you're going to bed. When you go to sleep at night, you must, this is very critical, you cannot go to bed thinking, falling asleep, worrying, thinking about what happened today, what you don't have, all the things that are wrong in your life, all the things that aren't going too great. You cannot do that. And let me tell you why you must not do that. Because you have somebody that's eavesdropping on you. You're under surveillance. You are being watched. There is a very powerful being or source that's watching you. Not only is this force or consciousness watching you, it is writing down the stuff that you think about at night. And when it writes it down, it does something even more powerful. It stores it. Can anyone tell me what this eavesdropper is, or this being or whatever that have you under surveillance, that's constantly watching you? Nope, it's not the government, it's not the Matrix. Well, maybe they may be doing that anyway. It's your own subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is an illogical mind. majority of people, when they go to sleep at night, they have difficulty falling asleep because they're constantly worrying about tomorrow and all this stuff. And tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is now. The issue is why this is so critical and important for you is because your subconscious is more active and more powerful at night when you're about to go to bed or when you're falling asleep. A matter of fact, the last thing that you think about and then you fall asleep is the first thing your mind will use as a repetition to bring into your life. Think about that. So if you want to shift, make sure when you go to sleep every night, you are thinking something that's positive or something that you'd like to see yourself achieve. And you have to do this consistently. And when consistently, it means it affects the brain. You see, the thing about this stuff, if you want abundance, if you want your life to change, if you want your mindset, if you want to get more stress-free life, if you want to have a happy, fulfilling, confident, all that stuff, life, you want to have all that stuff, right? You have to become a master of how your brain works. How does my brain take information? What is the process of my brain? How can I train my brain to make me successful? Is there any literature? Is there a course in school that will teach me how to make my brain make me a money magnet, make me a health magnet, make me a love magnet, make me a success magnet, make me any kind of make me a winning a lottery magnet, make me winning at a casino magnet? Is there anything that can show, can my brain even do any of that? The answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes. And it's more simple than you would ever imagine. It's not a complicated formula to make your brain work for you instead of you working for it. Remember, all we have to process this matrix or this holographic world is our brain, our information processing system. So Mark, how can I make my brain make me successful? I'll throw that question to you guys and see what you come up with. And then I'll throw my 2 piece in it, as the saying would go. Hey Mark, you've helped me so much. Thank you. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to make you think beyond the mind and think beyond your reality. Once you can think beyond your mind, that's right, you can actually think beyond your mind, because your mind is only a fractal part, a little slit of what you're thinking. So you can go beyond your own mind and into your higher self, which brings a whole level of awareness into your life. So, all right, here's the first thing that you can do right now that will make your brain and make your mind attract and create whatever you want in your life. And it's so simple. I'll give you some tips. Number 1, change up your routine. If you go to work the same way every day, change that direction. Don't take the same route every day. Take a different route. Walk a different scenery. Drive to a different place. Go to a new site. Go every single day. Change up your routine. You know how powerful that is? The fact that if you change your routine every day, you go to a new place to eat today, you're not going to that coffee shop, I'm gonna go. Force yourself to do it. You may not want to do it. I don't know if it's time. I don't want to drive over there today. I see, oh, you know that place over there, I see it every day, but I don't want to go to that store. This is more convenient. No, force yourself to change your routine. And here's what happens. When you're changing your routine up, you keep your brain guessing and active. Your brain now has to force itself to create new neural pathways. Your brain cells will actually start to grow more. It's as simple as that. Change up your routine. Your routine creates neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means new availability of reality. The next thing you can do, which is very simple again, to change your become extremely more aware of everything going on around you. Every single day, I actually am so aware of everything. Nothing is just is. It's just everything is a new experience for me. I look at the tree in front of me. Right now I'm looking at this pine tree. I'm looking at the symmetry of the branches, how they're going like this, they're going like that, they're going like this. I'm looking at the details of the wood. I'm looking at one wood going this way, I'm looking at one. Okay, now I'm looking at the trees. Some of the leaves are brown, some of them are straight down, some of them are curved. Man, what, Mark, what's the point of doing all that? You don't even know the half of it yet. But let me continue, because this is gonna blow your mind. So I'm looking out. Now I'm looking at the tree right here. The wind is blowing at the tree. I'm actually looking at the way the leaves are moving, the direction of the wind. I look down, I look at the tree stump, I look at the rocks, I look around my surroundings. I'm looking at a light post right now. I'm looking at the wiring, I'm looking at the curved coil on it. I see the serial number on it. I'm looking at people, I'm observing different things, I'm observing all these type of things. Everywhere I go, I am just more aware and around and my surroundings. Do you know the power of doing that? Do you know what that does, by the way? Anybody know? When I become more aware of my world, what does it do? What do you think it does? I'm gonna shock you right now. You ready to get shocked? Here we go. Number one, when I do that, when I go to bed at night and I fall asleep, I am going to be in a new dimension. I am going to be traveling to different worlds. So that's just number one. Number two, I'm going to experience plenty of lucid dreaming without actually trying to lucid dream. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you how to make it sense. It's number two. Number three, I'm going to manifest more success. More things are going to come into my reality just by me doing those two simple things. Okay, so how the hell that doesn't make sense, Mark? You telling me if I just look at this or look at that, it's going to make me do all those things? And I'm telling you, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So here's the reason why it does that. First, you got to get a lesson in how your brain works. Your brain, my friends, like normality. Your brain doesn't like to change stuff up. Your brain likes to take snapshots and run it. When your brain has tunnel vision, your brain likes to keep the show like this. Your brain doesn't like to keep the show like that. Think about it. If you have the show like this, how much are you missing? Tell me. If my show is like this, tell me what I'm missing. Am I missing a lot? Oh, I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff because it's not in my peripheral. It's not in my reality. But what if I get my brain to go like this? Look at me. This versus this. When I go like this, I don't have a lot to work with. When I go like that, I have a whole lot to work with. I'm expanding my neuroplasticity. I am expanding knowledge, understanding, information. I'm expanding to open up new realities. So here's what happens. These new realities, they come in so fast, right? That my brain, my conscious mind, does not have the ability to jam them in at once. So a lot of those things, they get surfaced down into my subconscious. So when I go to bed at night and I go to sleep, the information gotta come out. That's where the dreams and the lucid thing, they come out in those forms. This is where you see yourself in another world, new people, new ideas. This is where you can see the winning numbers for the ticket. This is where you see the answer to the questions. All of those happen because the way the brain works during the daytime, the brain is on the beta state. Beta state means awareness. The subconscious is open. So when I'm doing all this stuff and right now I'm looking at this tree, I've gotten so good at it. I see all types of symmetry. I see puzzles. I see different layouts. I see people. I see pictures. This tree right now, it looks like someone. I'm looking at this tree, the stump of the tree. The tree has inundations. Look at that. All these things I'm looking at right now. And people don't understand what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm expanding my brain's ability to stretch to bring in a new reality. Now, when I go to bed at night and I fall asleep, there's so much information that my subconscious mind says, hey, we're getting more than normal information, Mark. So I have to express this information. So here you go. I'm going to put you in another dimension. I'm going to send you to another galaxy, another world where you live, or you're going to meet some new people that you've never seen. They don't live here on Earth. They live in another parallel Earth, and you'll see these people. And I'm going to make you lucid dream because I'm going to get your conscious mind in here to retrieve some of this information as a memory. Okay, and then when I get up in the morning now, I'm going to also open up your horizons to bring you new opportunities, because I already know your intention. You've been telling me what you want, so I know what you want, which you guys should be doing. You should be putting intentions out, like visualizing what you want. So these intentions are out. So Mark, what I'm going to do for you now, I'm going to just open some opportunities that you didn't see right in front of you, because you're actually forcing me to do work. You're actually forcing me to create new pathways. And my brain says, I don't like that, but I have no choice because you're my master, so I have to do it. So here you go, man. Take all this stuff. See how that works? Okay. So you may ask yourself, oh man, first of all, I don't even believe that stuff work. Why would it even work? Come on, man, this makes no sense. Well, consider this. Consider this. Your brain has the ability to create what's called neural path. You know what neural pathways are, right? It means your brain can stitch together and create a whole different level of awareness. Okay, that's number one. Number two, your brain is only able to see 1 to 2% of the real world. 98% of the real world, your brain has no access to it. You can't see it. When I talk about the real world, I'm not talking about your buildings, your cars. I'm talking about reality, what's called the reality. Real reality is hidden from our 5 senses. So, your brain has the capability to move up to get different percentage. Your brain cannot see the whole percentage. Okay, but however, your brain can open up to give you another 2, 4, 5% more. You know what 5% more of reality is? That's a whole bunch of, think about it. If you can tap into just 5% more of the hidden reality. I'll put it in, let me put it in simple terms. I want to put it somewhere you can get this, so you can understand this. 5%. Okay. It's like you have $500 in your bank account. This is just a comparison. If your brain opens up 5% more, that's $500,000 of extra money. That's how much compared to your reality. So that's how much reality your brain is going to open up for you by just doing that simple exercise. See how that works? Damn is correct. See, they don't teach you this stuff. You won't learn this. The simple reason why you cannot learn this and you won't learn this is because if you start to do this, what happened? If you start to do this, you will become your own boss. You don't need to work for people. You have more creative ideas. You'll create new things in the matrix. You'll change the system. You'll change the dynamics. You won't be easily controlled. What else you have? You'll have more knowledge and information of who you are. You'll be more positive. You'll be more optimistic. You see, you get what else you're gonna lose? You're gonna lose the fear, the doubt, the worry. the world starts to become a better place. You start to affect other people. They start to become better. They start to be motivated. They start to be inspired because they see that what you're doing is working. And then it starts to trickle down to everybody. And then before you know it, what happens? There can't be a matrix. So the matrix can't have you know this. You're going to destroy it. You'll disrupt the whole program. Governments will collapse. Economies will collapse. Religion will collapse. Because now you know, it becomes a free world. The beginning of a free world is the elimination of the fear, the doubt, and the worry that's pushed by the mainstream matrix media. The mainstream media and the news have to push you to be in constant fear. Your cortisol levels have to be high. So, this is why you will never ever see this taught for the rest of your life. This will never be taught in a public media forum. Matter of fact, this will never even be taught in colleges or schools, unless you have your own school or your own private thing. But in other words, this will never be a mainstream thing. There'll never be a push to do this. No one will ever go out and tell you, hey, every day when you get up, I want you, when you're walking out, I want you to become more aware of everything around you. Get detailed on these things. Look at everything around you. And when you start to do that, the synchronicities are open up to you. Because guys, the thing you understand is, there are so much going on around you that you're missing. There is an answer in everything you look at. There is a message in everything you look at in the details though. The universe is communicating to you every single moment in every single minute of your existence. And the communication is in the details, is in the things that you got to look at, is in the minute, it's in the weird looking tree right there. When you look at this tree right now, and I'm looking at this tree, you know that issue or that problem I wanted to solve? The answer just came into my mind. It had nothing to do. I wasn't thinking about the problem or anything. I'm just looking at the tree and the thing. That's because when I look at the details of it, my mind now says he's open for new information, and the answer was already there, but I couldn't get it because my brain was so jammed up. Yeah, that's it. If you do that, I can guarantee you, practice it for 1 week. Go ahead. Report back to me in a week and you'll see the difference. People miss the details. And you will start to see so much change and consistency in your life. You gotta remember, your subconscious mind, when you want something in your life, right, you have to be a little bit detailed. Your subconscious is logical. So if you practice little details, looking around stuff, seeing things more, just noticing them, just being, you're training your unconscious mind to be very detail oriented, to be fast, to be precise. And all these things start to rush into your world. So yeah, so that will be how you shift and get into the reality. Now I want to give you another excellent benefit of doing this. You know what's the biggest benefit of doing this is? I'm going to tell you right now. Your resistance will fade away. You won't have any resistance. Resistance only come about because you don't know how or why or when or if it's coming in. That's what resistance is. The inability to find out if I'm going to get what I want. It's the inability to know that, dang, when you have open reality, when you have more open reality, you have more answers, you have more ways to get it. Your subconscious, your conscious mind now will release the resistance, because now it sees, wait a minute, look at all these options we have, and your resistance will automatically go down. Your attachment will automatically go. You won't be attached because you know you're going to get it. You know the answer is out there, and you know the answer is coming to you because you have done what about 99, I would actually say that about 96% of people don't know this, what I just showed you guys. I'm gonna go say 96%. So you guys just learned something. You're only the 4% or 5% of the entire planet Just learn what I talk about. You go search it up. Go look for anything out there what I just told you. You won't find it. You won't find it. See, once you understand the brain, physics, reality, you put it together, it becomes very simple. Now, the dreams things, that's very powerful. Let's talk about the dreams, because that's where a lot of information comes from. You see, people, when you go to bed at night, your consciousness leaves your body. Your body is in a state of suspended animation. So you actually leave, which is called your true self. You leave your city, you leave your state, you leave your planet, you leave your solar system, you leave your universe, and you go into what's called a interdimensional or a parallel world. And in this parallel world, you go to this parallel world, right? Guess what? There is an exact copy of your world, your solar system, your city, your state, your block. You go right over there, and then when you go over there, wherever your dream wants to give you the answer, you're going to see a whole bunch of new people that you've never seen before. But I can guarantee you one thing. The people that you see, they don't live in your world. One simple fact. They cannot live in your world. In your dreams, and I said this before, but I have to make it. Keep this in mind. When you're dreaming, the people you see in your dreams, they can only be people in your current world. Your subconscious cannot put someone in your dreams that you haven't seen in your physical world, in your regular world. So if there's someone in your physical world that you've never seen, then your subconscious and you are not in your physical world. You're in a parallel world. People in our dreams can only come into our dreams if we have seen them, glimpsed them before. No one can ever come in your dream because your subconscious sees, your subconscious records everything. People face everything. So if there's someone in your dream that you've never seen, 99% assurity that they don't live in your world. Fact for you to know. All right. With that, okay, the next thing I understand. Why is this possible? It's very simple. You, my friends, are multidimensional beings. You're not confined to one dimension. It's the law of physics. Energy have to transform, transmute. It's not bound by space-time, which creates dimensions, right? So if you're not bound by space-time, you're everywhere at once. So you only think you're a dimensional being when your consciousness comes back into your body and turns on your conscious mind, and then you get tricked to think, oh, I'm this person or whatever. You're not that. Okay, I'm going to teach you something deep. A matter of fact, check this out. Neuroscientists right now, did you know they still cannot tell you why you dream? They have theories. In other words, you shouldn't be dreaming. There's no logical reason the brain should be dreaming. Why do we dream? The brain doesn't need to dream, but yet we still dream. They don't know why you dream. Go look it up. But you dream every night, though. There are all types of theories. Oh, you dream because your brain is processing clear. That's theoretical. They can't tell you why. They don't know. Check this out. They also do not know that what part of your brain dreams. There's so much things going to different things. Just like your memory. Your memory have no precise location in your brain. There's not one point in the brain where it said this is memory. Memory is holographic. It's outside. It's been streamed outside of you. So it's like your brain is a projector that's just getting information puzzles and puts it together and streams it. There is no precise location in your brain where memory is stored. Memory is holographic. Means memory is playing outside. It's being streamed somewhere. And so are your dreams, my friend. That's why you're a multidimensional being. Yes, the culprit is the heart. The heart may be responsible for the projection of the memories and also the projection of the power that puts you out into the other dimensions, because your heart has a very high magnetic force, about 3 to 6 feet, streams right now outside of you. Your heart, as a matter of fact, the electricity in your heart along with the electrochemical running through your body, when they combine, they create a magnetic field. So you, my friends, are a walk-in magnetic field. Just like the earth has a magnetic field that protects us from solar radiation, from gamma rays, stuff like that, so y'all don't die and we don't burn and anything, keeps our atmosphere, protects us. Your heart, you're a walking field of magnet. You're a walking ecosystem. You're a walking solar system. So 3 feet out from your heart is a field right now around you. Check this out now. Your magnetic field, when the field activates, you know where the field goes? Anyone knows? The field goes on forever and ever. The field goes into infinity. The field goes into other dimensions. The field goes into other parallel worlds. Your field is going out somewhere in the universe right now and touching and communicating with some other being or someone else or yourself or that. It's touching the information right now. As I'm chilling right here, my field is past the Andromeda Galaxy, past a bubble universe. Right as I speak, it's already out there somewhere. Right now. Check this out. When my field goes out there and it interacts, guess what? The same thing comes back to me. So I'm communicating right now with what you call my future self, your parallel self, with your events, with information, and it's being streamed right back to me right now in no time. Remember, quantum entanglement physics shows us that when something's entangled, space and time is out of the equation. Time is irrelevant. It's an instantaneous connection. That's what's happening right now with you. So those are some things for you to ponder, to open your consciousness and to think deeper. With that, I'll see you guys again next time.